I think it'd be just right for me. I'd love to travel around in one of those RVs from Camping World.
I'd ride with you if you drive.
I don't know. You've ridden with me before. I'm not so sure.
I guess I'd have
to say that.
Test you out first.
Well, the umbrellas obviously have come out. The rain has, it's actually lightened a bit since we saw the big drops coming early on, but a red flag condition here at Kansas Speedway. The clouds look to be breaking up just a bit, and that's off the backstretch, which is looking to the east of us. And one of the drivers already out of his truck because of this, Brian Scott. Adam?
And he did not want to see the rain. Riding in the 5th position, and you just told me this truck is really good. I want to race today.
Yeah, our truck is really good. We've just got it working on the high side really well, and I can stay in the throttle a lot, and I'm able to drive up and drive around people. And I just heard somebody saying it was lap 52, and that's kind of ironic because we're in truck 52, and it's been our favorite truck. It's a truck that finished second at Homestead, led at Atlanta with 6 to go, was driving to the front of California until we ran into problems. It's a truck we love, so I'm hoping this is an omen, and I'm hoping we get this race in. But if not, I know that truck will be good any day of the week whenever we do get it in.
Let's talk a little bit about your season. Got off to a slow start after that great run, as you mentioned, in the season finale at Homestead. But the last couple of races, we've started to see signs of this thing coming together.
Our team has been a top 10, top 5 team week in, week out every time we've shown up at the race. Daytona is Daytona. You know, we ran up front. We led laps there. We were running like 5th on the last restart and tried to get the outside line to go. Ended up finishing 12th, but that's just Daytona. And like I said, California, we had a really good truck. Drove up to 3rd, real early, real easily, and then had that mishap with Skinner. Atlanta, we're leading with 6 to go and just got Harvick on the outside of us, got us loose, finished 10th. Martinsville finished 8th. So, I mean, we've been there. The results haven't been exactly what we want. We put ourselves in position. We've been doing really good. I'm really proud of our team, our Albertsons Toyota Tundra. We got started late. We got started in January, and, really, I'm jacked up. I'm excited. I'm excited after a month off from Martinsville to be back here, and I just wish it wasn't rain conditions right now, and I wish we were out there running. And I think if we were, you'd see the 16 either 1st or 2nd right about now.
Brian Scott says rainy conditions because officially it's not raining now. It stopped, and we'll see if the front continues to move through, Ray.
And Adam, I will play meteorologist just a little bit for you because the wind is blowing significantly here, and I think that's going to help us dry the track really well. But I've got a question for you, my friend. I'm not sure that I've ever heard a driver complain much more than you did yesterday, and your truck's been out front all day. What's the reversal?
Well, it's still not good, I'm telling you. I mean, it's not as good as Ron and a couple others. We're really, really tight, but Eric's done a great job with this truck. He's gaining on it. We're getting it a little bit better all the time, and, the best we can hope for is either we get to halfway and it rains again, or, we just get the thing worked out a little bit better, Ray. It's not that good, trust me, but it looks good out front. It feels good out front. It feels good to lead laps once in a while, so it's great. At least we got 5 points.
We've had such a slow start to the season this year, but we're about ready to kick into that summer stretch. So summarize how 2009 has gone so far for you and this Randy Moss team.
Well, it's just been wonderful, with the guys starting as late as they did in the whole mix and changing manufacturers, getting 2 new drivers and adding a team. I think the guys at Randy Moss Motorsports has just done a phenomenal job, and it's a tribute to David Dollar and Eric and Doug and all those guys that worked all those midnight shifts, and around the clock to put it together. But we've had some runs that we should have finished better than we did, and we've had some runs that we probably shouldn't have finished as good as we did. So it's kind of been kind of a 50-50, kind of balanced itself out so far. I think at Martinsville, if we'd have been in the front, I don't think they could have passed us. We probably finished a little better in Atlanta than we should have.
Well, we wish you good luck the rest of the day today. I'm telling you, this is unbelievable seeing Mike Skinner up front. He was not happy with that truck yesterday, but like he said, looks good up front, guys.
And Johnny Benson was working in the truck a moment ago, and now you're working outside the truck. Tell us what you're doing.
I'm thinking it's going to be a little dark when I go back to race, so I got to change the seal a little bit. But Red Horse number 1 is not bad. I mean, we need to be just a little bit better, but we're working on it. Tripp and those guys are doing some good adjustments. We had a little miscommunication on pit road. I didn't know where pit was at. I couldn't find a sign, and I asked for behind one vehicle, and he said, yeah, but I thought I was thinking, right behind me, not 5 or 6 down, so that was my mistake there. But but I didn't go buy it, so that was a good thing.
That is positive. And, we were talking to Brian Scott a minute ago about the fact that after a strong 08, 09's gotten off to a slow start, and, of course, you won the championship last year and didn't get out of the gate exactly as you would have wanted, I'm sure, but this team seems to be gradually gaining some momentum, Johnny.
It is. California is really the only track we didn't run good at. I mean, we ran really good at Daytona and felt we could run in the top 3 again there. And, of course, with the big wreck there, we got taken out. But it all in all, yeah, I mean, Trip Bruce and the guys are doing a great job. I'm 2 spots ahead of last year. So last year at this race, I was 9th, and we're 7th. So long ways to go. So, I mean, it's a lot of good racing, a lot of fun yet to happen. Be great to get a sponsor on this Tundra. So we're working pretty hard at that. So if anybody's out there, we could use some of that. But other than that, I mean, this team's capable of winning a championship, but we've got a little work ahead of us.
You mentioned this team. The guy is pretty much still intact from a year ago, but a different organization. Have you been able to climb those challenges as you expected, or has it been more difficult than you thought?
Well, it's there's 4 or 5 guys that were there from last year, but the challenge aspect hasn't really been at the racetrack, it's been at the shop. Tripp's made some changes there, trying to do our own bodies, trying to, do everything there. So, when I decided to do this at the end of November, it was hard because when we went there, we needed to do a couple things more to be a championship contender team. So he's got a great race team there, great facility. Just had to move some things around, and I think it's in pretty good shape. But with trying to do that and trying to build 4 new trucks before this had started, was pretty tough, especially with the holidays right there and everybody being gone. But there's a lot of people that didn't go. They did Christmas, but didn't take the whole week off. They took a couple days off back in the shop, and they've done a tremendous job to put us in the position that we're in. So I'm pretty happy. Got to thank Tom Glose for hiring us and having us come over, and Tripp's just done a tremendous job. So we're just got to keep working at it. And main goal this year is to win a race before June. I haven't been able to do that, so we're working hard at that.
Get back to work, all right? Change that visor over, because they're drying the track. You may need it before the night's out.
Jet dryers are on the racetrack, and the sun trying to peek through the clouds. Again, it's just after 6 o'clock local time here in Kansas City, Kansas. We'll try to get this one back underway. It's the O'Reilly Auto Parts 250 presented on Speed by World of Warcraft. 5th race of the 2009 season, slowed by rain. We'll be right back.